Hi, welcome to SVR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are going to do a quick chat right now with Troy West about his favorite team, his team of expertise, which is the Dallas Cowboys. Troy West, thanks for being back with us. I know that Ezekiel Elliot ran into a little bit of a spot of trouble last night, and there are actually odds that he's going to get suspended. I'm told that Bet Online, or I'm not exactly sure how, Bet Online, someone has Ezekiel Elliott to get suspended at minus 190. I'm thinking the no on that one is a great bet. I don't see anything that happened as stepping over the line where they would actually suspend him. I know he's got a series of incidents that don't look good in aggregate, but I think the bet is no.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Pete. All the research that I've done on this, there is the thing that was weighing over his head from years past. But gosh, you know how money is, Pete. When money gets involved, women do crazy things. I think he's being accused for something that happened a long time ago. I do think the NFL will look past this. And then now, like you said, the most recent incident that happened at the bar over the weekend, several people reporting that he punched another guy in the nose and reported a broken nose. However, TMZ and many others are saying no arrests were made. Police saw no wrongdoing here. So it's really interesting. I mean, when you look at a guy like Ezekiel Elliott, who's got a huge target on his back, you would think if the police showed up to the bar and here are all these rumors and here's Ezekiel Elliott, you think the first thing that they would do would be arrest him. No arrest was made. I can't imagine that this guy would be suspended for what we're hearing. It's a lot of hearsay, not a lot of stuff going down.
All right, so that means that maybe there's some decent value taking the no on that one. But when does it cash? Does it cash at the end of the year, or does it cash right in week one?
Boy, that's a good question, Pete. I can't say that I've made many of these bets in the past, so I would guess that week one, if he plays, that this thing would cash. It sucks to think that it could waver into the course of the season because last year this was the same deal. People thought, well, oh, did he do this? Did he do that? Could he get suspended during the year? Will he have a productive year because he's got all this stuff weighing over his head? And he ended up having a fantastic season. So I think it's a no, and I think if he plays week one, which I fully do think he will play, I think you would win this bet and cash it.
Yeah, so I don't understand what's the worst thing that's hanging over him that would cause suspension? Is it the domestic violence accusation, or is it the altercation at the bar last night?
I think it's a fair question. I think it might be a little bit of both being combined. I think they were possibly willing to look past the domestic violence altercation because it was so long ago, but now you have this bar incident, so maybe they kind of look back and go, God, is this guy truly a criminal and somebody that is causing chaos? So, the Dallas Cowboys, they obviously have the spotlight and are known for these type of behaviors. So putting all of that together could mean the NFL reevaluates everything and maybe they do throw down a suspension, but I think right now it's a lot of hearsay, a lot of mumbo jumbo, and not a lot of actual facts that are being put into place.
Big man on campus making some interesting comments here. He goes, this guy's been involved in multiple issues, but you don't think he will be suspended. Ha ha. No, I don't think I have no skin in the game one way or the other. I don't care about the Cowboys or anything like that from a fan perspective. But I just looked at what the situation is, what he's been accused of, and what the issues are right now. And it's clear that he's got kind of like bad judgment as far as like how things are going to play out in the media for sure. But I think that I don't see anything. The big man says domestic issue / groping / fighting people in bar. I actually watched that video of Ezekiel Elliott groping the woman. Now, first of all, they were on a float and she was already flashing her boobies. Now I saw what he did. He reached over and pulled her shirt down, which is not acceptable. But I don't think that he's going to get suspended for it. The domestic issue is the woman who's been accusing him very questionable. She sent him text saying that if he breaks up with her, she's going to, harm his life or ruin his life or something like that. So it's very, very questionable. And as far as fighting with people in the bar, again, from what I read last night, there were other people involved and that he was not directly involved. I could be wrong about that, but obviously someone's got to sort of give him a course or two on how various things play out in social media. He would definitely, all sports figures need to take that course. But I'm not seeing anything that indicates that I think he's actually going to get suspended. And if that's the case, then taking the no on the underdog line is a great bet.
Absolutely. And like you said too, Pete, TMZ reported just even recently that no arrests were made and they truly did find no wrongdoing. In these type of situations, if the police show up and there's rumors of this, rumors of that, typically they're going to put the hammer down on a guy like Ezekiel Elliott. They're not going to let a guy like that walk free if there is wrongdoing. So I would be shocked if this comes back out and he is have wrongdoing. But as of right now, it looks like he's cleared, and we'll see what happens moving forward. But I think he's going to be okay.
All right, our commenters seem to be disagreeing with us. Big Man seems to be disagreeing with us. Armin Hinjosa says too many instances, not going to be given the benefit of the doubt. Okay, a lot of people thinking that Ezekiel Elliott is actually going to get suspended. My bet would definitely be on the no on that one, especially at positive odds. If nothing else happens between now and whenever that bet, the question is, does that bet cash in week 1 or at the end of the season? I'd have to look into that, but I don't think he's going to be suspended. All right, Troy West, any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
Look for the Cowboys to me, Pete. A lot of people, hopefully we'll be able to discuss this later on. I've been talking to you guys. We'd love to do some segments on some over-under win totals with the NFL, but I think it's a good time right now to bet the over win total for the Dallas Cowboys. Last year, this was a big play of mine. They went 13-3. 2 of their 3 losses were to the New York Giants by 3 points or less. Take a look on the over right now, Pete, because there's a lot of grumblings going on. Vegas may throw that number down even a little bit more than it's at now, and this is a double-digit win team without a doubt. So right now, while all the negativity's floating around Dallas, with what happened with Damian Wilson, the linebacker who got in trouble, now you got Ezekiel Elliott. A lot of people on the negative talks with the Cowboys, but I think this is going to be a team to look out for this year.
All right, awesome. Thanks so much, Troy. Talk to you very soon.
Have a good one, guys.